Hello everybody, I'm Misa Narrates and this is my digital space. I hope you enjoy. Thank you for returning back to my channel to watch the review. It's been a minute, I haven't uploaded in a while and I do apologize. I think quarantine has just kind of gotten me on the wrong days for the most part, but yeah. We are going to be reviewing Boity's music video for Bakae. It dropped a couple of days ago. What was interesting, as I'm looking for it online, there is there's no video on her usual accounts. Like, she has one video out for Wuz Dat featuring Nasty C, but this video is on another account, so I can't tell if it's the correct one or not.
A few minutes later.
Interestingly enough, with this music video, what I'm finding is that it's not on her official YouTube channel, but she did post the whole music video, it seems, on her Instagram TV, her IGTV. And her caption is, "After months of being unable to release this music video, I have decided to give the people what they want. I hope you guys love it as much as I do. A huge thank you to the creative team behind the insane visuals." Yeah, so then she gives her shout outs with many heart music, praying hand emojis and crowns. And I'm gonna watch this video from IGTV, which is like a first for me, but let's see what happens here.
لأن أنا نتفعل لك أي وزاي أنا خلي بربا ترفت أربا بوني بكاي وأنا بربا يتوسط أربا بوني بكاي وأنا رنا مرلنتي أربا بوني بكاي all I see is me and my chest أربا بوني بكاي خلي بربا ترفت أربا بوني بكاي وأنا بربا يتوسط أربا بوني بكاي وأنا رنا مرلنتي أربا بوني بكاي all I see is me and my chest أربا بوني بكاي I do it for my best friend mama I do it for my best friend Khala Through the bullshit riditsala I cannot stress no drama Aki mo dilong kay tata Wana mo dilong bay plata Ari dilong bay pata I cannot ditong clap I'm a lady looking all proper Look at all the gigs I'm popping Everybody already talking I ain't gonna change no topic Soon as I drop they bought it Bitches all talking boring Yawning When do y'all work to be honest? Ayy, cause that's that Grex, I get paid all the time I beg chat, I don't waste any time Get that talk, you look very alive Swipe, 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 I don't ever decline Swipe, 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 it'll never decline Look at that belt on my waist when I whine Take a break, call me and they beg me to sign Got a sissy boy deal, I would never decline Para what was a maribona Ora tas tratwa mona Mirror, mirror on the wall Abakalohan you kay bona Look at my whip, it's foreign Look at my nigga, he foreign Look at that beach, it's foreign Back a location, bona خلي بربا ترفت أربا بوني بكاي وأنا بربا يتوسط أربا بوني بكاي وأنا رنا مرلنتي أربا بوني بكاي all I see is me and my chest أربا بوني بكاي خلي بربا ترفت أربا بوني بكاي وأنا بربا يتوسط أربا بوني بكاي وأنا رنا مرلنتي أربا بوني بكاي all I see is me and my chest Look, I don't want beef, I want competition I just want to see if you really with it How many bags did you really get it? How many of them got a Louis V in? How many of them out here getting seizures Just as soon as they see us in Peruvian I would rather fight for all these millions And we might all end up with every million Drop one record and your niggas turning bitches Now they wanna have a conversation about the lyrics I don't ever listen cause I'm all about the business All about the bitches, I don't worry about the critics Ask any ex, he ain't tell you any different I would rather jet if you think about tripping I'm from Bosch on a worldwide mission My impulse got every little girl winning Yes, yes, I broke the ceiling, they gotta be limits Don't wanna start you, I want my own shoulders Bitch, my dream was to rap and now you get to live it Tell all the haters I'm in it to win it Ain't nobody quitting, now shut up and listen خلي بربا ترفت أربا بوني بكاي وأنا بربا يتوسط أربا بوني بكاي وأنا رنا مرلنتي أربا بوني بكاي all I see is me and my chest Arriba Boni Bakae. Alibaba to the fit. Arriba Boni Bakae. Manibariba to sit. Arriba Boni Bakae. Manarna Murlingte. Arriba Boni Bakae. All I see is me and my checks. Arriba Boni Bakae.
Okay. This is the first time I've just watched a video straight through. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, where to start? So, I think let's get some basics out of the way. The camera work, top notch, you know, still hands, a lot of movement even, but still hands. HD, high res, you know. I think the elements of the editing, the elements of like the staging that I really appreciated were the moments where there were multiple Boitys in the frame, and then like maybe one was moving or two were moving, or like the one in the mirror was speaking, meanwhile the one that was not in the mirror was just kind of like doing her makeup. I thought that was nice, especially because there were moments where that mirror scene matched up to the lyrics, where, you know, there was a mirror, mirror on the wall type of reference. So I really appreciated that. The fashion was nice. Boity's known for dressing well, so I think that's just like, that is something that you should expect from one of her music videos, that she's dressed well. I've seen her serve better looks on her Instagram, but that's also because I've never seen her serve looks all at once, like sequentially type of thing. The only look that I don't think I was here for was the pink screen moment, and that's just because I feel like that haircut ages, and it's not her, it's just that there's something about that wig on anybody, and there's very, very, very few people that can still maintain youth, you know, elements and looking youthful and wear that wig. I just don't like that wig. I think that wig, I just don't like that wig. I just don't think anybody looks good in that wig. And I think very few stylists know how to make sure that artists or that people who wear that wig do not look like aunties in the bad way. The editing, I don't have too much beef with the editing. There were just some moments with the scenes that I felt were poorly executed, or were not executed as well as they could have been. So for example, it's clearly fictional, that moment where Boity steps out of the car and there's like camera flashing. And the reason why I'm saying that's fictional is because we do not have paparazzi culture in Sata. Like that's just not something that our celebrities generally have to deal with. Obviously, in this music video, this moment took place at clearly like some kind of red carpet, which, in fairness, could happen. It is plausible that that could happen. However, generally red carpets here, the press is cordoned off in a very specific space if they are in attendance. Big if. So I didn't care much for that scene. The scene in the grocery store, or the I want to say bodega, but it's not a bodega. Like the corner store, gas station type of vibe. I just felt like it was a fluffer scene. It didn't really relate too much. It was just a cute, you know, situation. There wasn't too much of a storyline, but you could tell one thing happens, then the next thing happens, then the next thing happens, and I appreciated that. So there was the getting ready and already being in clothes, and then switching into a car, and then arriving at a venue, and then at I want to say bodega again, at a bodega. But I just wasn't getting like a story element. But the song isn't also a story song. It's a flexing song. It's a song like, you know, where are the haters? I think my favorite scene, actually, the one place where they got this whole thing correct was the fact that there's a lot of commentary. There's a lot of commentary around whether or not Boity writes her own lyrics. Now, this is not an opportunity to discuss the merits of being able to write your own lyrics as a rapper, or whether or not you are a real rapper with or without a ghostwriter. We're not discussing that. But the fact of the matter remains that there's a lot of conversation and a lot of like slack-jawed, really disrespectful style of communication when it comes to commentary around who writes her music, whether it be her or, you know, somebody. And there was a scene that you guys saw where like it's these three guys sitting and they're tweeting, you know, she definitely doesn't write this on her own, da 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 da. And she kind of like moseys up behind them and looks over their shoulders, and then you see them quickly like put their phones away. And in essence, what I understood that to be was like, you know, all of y'all that are talking mad slick and mad spicy on the timeline, when she pulls up, y'all are like, you know, holding on to your phones and you put your hands underneath your ass and you're not talking about, you know, all the shit that you were speaking online. So I appreciated that scene. I thought that was decently executed. The makeup was impeccable. I feel like it's important to note. I have the makeup artist's details. I Make You Believe and Beauty 101 Irene. You guys did all of the things. Kudos to you. Aside from that one wig, I really loved the hair. I loved the playfulness with the styling. I loved it. I appreciated the lighting, right? So it's not that the lights meant something or that I was able to infer that they meant something, because who might have said that they didn't mean anything. But I appreciated that they were there. It wasn't static. It wasn't just like, you know, one moment to the next moment, boring. It wasn't like that. Like there was something happening, moving. The style of editing kind of just kept you focused on the screen, on her. And, you know, I don't know, maybe it's me. I liked seeing like her girlfriends in the store with her, because generally speaking, you go to your corner store, you go to the grocery store, and you're all dressed up, you're about to go out, you're coming home from wherever, you're with your friends. The only character that I didn't understand their presence was the man seated next to her in the foreign car. Now I understand the lyrics say that she has a foreign car and a foreign man, but I just felt like he was such an accessory, such a useless accessory in that moment. So I would have preferred he not even be in the frame. But that's just me. That's just me. Anyway, if I were to rate this video out of 10, I would say this is like, for me, and based on my interests and my understanding of what was happening here, this is a 6.5 or a 7 out of 10. 7 at most. And that is because I feel like this was a good video, but that there wasn't an element of newness in the scenes. That, like, I've seen these scenes before. I've seen this concept before, and the execution thereof was not vastly different to the point where I can say, oh my goodness, I know this concept, but I haven't seen it like this. For me to think that it was, you know, more intriguing in that regard. So definitely like a 6.5, but I can argue a 7 for this. This is my review of Boity's Bakae music video. Kudos to her for getting it out. She has been talking about the fact that it's been very difficult to get music out, get content out, given some of the legal drama going on between her and, you know, some people that she entered into business with. So for that fact, kudos that this is even available for us to engage. But I'm Misa Narrates. This is the review. This is my digital space, and I hope you've enjoyed. And if you haven't, please invite a friend so you can come and shit talk in the comments. I mean, it works either way as long as you watch from separate devices and you subscribe. Anyway, until next time, bye.